I just want to touch on this with General Jerry Boykin, the former Deputy Undersecretary of Defense. I do want to talk about what's militarily going on in this Israel-Hamas war, General, but I'd be remiss if I didn't address these growing protests across the country on elite universities and some not so elite, where Israel is not favored. In fact, overwhelmingly not so. What do you make of it? Does it worry you?
Yeah, it worries me a great deal, Neil. I was talking to some people today about this. I would not have expected this. I mean, I would have expected pockets of people that would stand up with the Hamas, because we see them all the time right here in America. We see people raising funds for Hamas here in America. But that said, this really surprises me. And I've got to tell you, I think that if these schools don't do something about this, then they ought to lose all their government funding, and that's just at a minimum.
Let me switch gears and back to something I did want to pick your brain on that, but this move right now of getting a nuclear-powered submarine to the Middle East, this on top of, powerful aircraft carriers, USS Ronald Reagan, USS Gerald R. Ford. What do you make of this buildup?
Well, first of all, I think the president is sending a very strong message. And frankly, I applaud the president's actions on this. I haven't agreed with everything that he has done, but I do applaud him on this, because this is an incredible machine. I was out there on Bremerton on the West Coast when they actually commissioned this ship. I got to go on it and do some, some looking around at some of the most highly classified stuff that we have in our subsurface Navy. And I don't want to talk too much about that, but I will say to you that from a functional perspective, this has everything that we need. From a psychological perspective, if this doesn't get your attention, then this war is going to go on a lot longer than anybody can imagine.
I did want to get your take as well, General. I spoke to John Kirby a little while ago, talking about this pressure the administration might be applying on Israel for what they call these tactical pauses. Israel is obviously going to decide for itself whether it enforces them or follows them. But do you think we should be advising that? No,
absolutely not. I think the president did a good thing when he came out of the chute saying, we're going to stand with Israel. But then within, a week, he seemed to be getting cold feet. You cannot give Hamas any advantage at all. And when you start talking about a pause, think about this. They have continued to say, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again until we have eradicated Israel. And that's the people we want to have a strategic pause with. These people have not backed down one bit, and to give Hamas an opportunity to refit and get back into their positions, I think is a terrible mistake.
General, thank you very much. I apologize for the truncated time with all this breaking news. Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin, the former Deputy Undersecretary of Defense, former Delta Force Commander. He is the real deal. Thank you for your service.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.